CyberLife, the company that manufactured me, is conducting a user survey.
Oh yeah?
Would you like to participate?
Sure. Why not, J-Law? Anything for you, J-Law.
Great. Let's start.
You know,
Would
I
you
could
consider
totally
having a
believe that
relationship
Jennifer
with an
Lawrence is an
android that
actual
looks like a
android.
human?
Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human? I mean, there's sort of a lot of,
Now that my question has been answered, I'm off for the night. Have a good night, everyone.
Alright, have a good night.
Free.
Have a good night, geek. So, I feel like there's a lot of presuppositions in this question, right? Okay? We're not defining the parameters of an android, are we? Like an android in this question, it could be anything from, you know, like a current era sort of like really not a human at all, just like a weird computer that sort of, you know, has vaguely human features, straight up to, you know, what androids appear to be in the game, which is fully functioning humans with, you know, emotions and dreams and aspirations, and empathy. So I'm going to assume that she means androids in the context of the game, which, as we've established, are basically capable of everything that a human is capable of and more, right? So I think based on that, I would say, yeah, definitely. I would say definitely. Based on that, based on those parameters, definitely.
Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind?
Do I think that technology could become a threat to mankind? Again, these questions are so loaded, aren't they? That's such a loaded question. Of course. Of course it could become a threat to mankind.
If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object, what would it be?
A book, a cell phone, pen and paper, a console, an instrument. Is that all? So if it was a book, right, it could be like a doctor's like desk almanac, right? Or like a farmer's almanac, or something that would like really help you survive. A cell phone, you're not gonna have any coverage. The battery's gonna be dead like really, really quickly. I don't know, in the future, do we have Wi-Fi literally everywhere? Pen and paper, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna write like an autobiography and then you're gonna die, right? A console? What, like a PlayStation? You're gonna take your Nintendo Switch and get like a couple hours of battery life and then kill yourself? No, I don't think so. An instrument, see, that's a pretty compelling one as well, because that would keep you from going insane. It's not gonna help you survive physically, but it's gonna help you survive like psychologically, right? No, I think a book is the correct answer, but it can't be just any book, right? It has to be something pragmatic, right? Yeah, it has to be like a survivor's handbook, or like a doctor's almanac, or like I say, or a farmer's almanac, or something like that, right? So it's saying you have to live on a deserted island. So cell phone, like, you'd think, okay, maybe I can call for rescue, right? But saying we have to live on the deserted island. Like, permanently. But it also doesn't say that the deserted island doesn't have power, right? There's no other people on the island, but maybe there is like Wi-Fi and cell phone coverage, you know? Maybe there is power. Maybe we could bring a console and we could just like stream from the deserted island, right? Maybe it'd be exactly the same as my lifestyle is now, where I've got internet and I've got a console and I can just like stream. My intuition, Valen, tells me to examine the question very carefully, doesn't it? Satellite order dominoes in. That's the thing. It's like it's not saying that it's a desert island. It's saying it's a deserted island. So how about this? I'm going to assume that when I'm going to this island, I don't know anything beyond the parameters of this question, right? And I'm having to take a gamble. Right? I'm having to take a gamble. I could say, all right, well, maybe they haven't told us that it doesn't have power, so maybe it does have power. But, you know, to take a console or a cell phone and not have power would suddenly, you know, that'd be a death sentence. So the safest option, knowing as little as we know, would be to take the book, right? I think. Do you think Deserted will have what a city provide to people? Well, I mean, there's a chance. It's not saying that it doesn't, right? That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying book. I'm saying book. If we're in doubt, which we are,
Do you
it should be a
consider
book.
yourself dependent on technology?
Do I consider myself dependent on technology? Yeah, I'd be homeless
What technology
without technology.
do you most anticipate?
What do we think? Out of all of these, I think like direct sort of user interface, like user interface being actually implanted into your bodies. I mean, we've already seen like people have gotten like LEDs and stuff like under the skin on their arm where they can control like, you know, their cell phone and stuff like that. So does you mean most anticipated as in like we're most looking forward to, or we think is like most likely to happen sometime soon? Again, it's not a very good question, is it? It's such a vague question. Because anticipate can mean, you know, we're excited for it, it's the one we're looking forward to. Or anticipate can mean it's the one that we think is coming about, right? Looking forward to is probably the context. I don't know if it is. Because if it was looking forward to, like, fucking space tourism isn't something that I'd ever be able to afford. Flying cars is not something I'd ever be able to afford. Androids would be really cool. Getting to hang out with androids. I think androids is the most compelling from like a philosophical standpoint, right? It's something to get really excited about. Going into a whole new chapter of ontology. Can't believe Ethys is looking too deep into the David Cage game. Yeah, what a surprise, you guys. You assume they wouldn't be Terminators though. I mean, even if they are Terminators, right? Even if they are Terminators, like that's very. But brain-connected device is the one I think is like the most likely to come about in the next sort of 20 years or so. You know what, I'm gonna say androids.
Do you believe in God?
That is a very personal question. That is a very personal question, Jennifer Lawrence.
Would you let an android take care of your children?
If it's an android within the parameters of the way androids are presented in this game, then yeah, sure. Sure. Why not?
How much
Yeah, also define take
would
care of. You
say
mean take them out the back
spend
and
on
shoot
an
them, take care of?
electronic device?
Do you mean like raise them full time? Or do you mean like babysit them for a couple of hours while I'm out? How many days do you spend on an electronic device? I mean more. I'm going to spend more than 4 hours just on this stream.
If you needed emergency surgery, would you agree to be operated on?
Jennifer
by a
Lawrence,
machine?
who are you selling this information to? Are we just volunteering for a survey that's going to be like fucking sold to Amazon or something? Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Do you think one day machines could develop consciousness?
Again, it's like consciousness. All right, do you want us to talk about consciousness? Like none of us can agree on what consciousness is in humans, right? What's our parameters of consciousness, guys? Well, Jared, even if we're all simulated life, that doesn't mean we don't have consciousness, does it? Is consciousness just being like self-aware? being able to distinguish between like self and other, right? Self-agency. Well, again, the problem with that, Splattered, is do any of us actually have self-agency? Or are we not just, you know, taking in stimulus and churning them through a you know, set of criterion, and the answer sort of comes out inevitably. Let's assume that humans do have consciousness. For the sake of the argument, let's assume that we do have consciousness. It would have to be self-awareness, right? It'd have to be the ability to distinguish between ourselves and other things. Like that seems to be the point. So they do a lot of studies on like newborn children. It seems to be the point that most people agree that, like, you know, memories start forming in babies once they learn to distinguish between themselves and like the rest of the universe. They start to learn what the extent of their body and of their mind is, and they learn to separate that from other things, and sort of posit similar kind of agency on other things. That's generally when memories start forming. Yeah, that's true as well, Joe. So yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Okay, so 65% of people said yes, they would consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a machine. Okay. 72% of people say that technology could become a threat. Fine. %30 of people said an instrument. More people said an instrument on a deserted island than anything else. A medical instrument? It could be a tool. I mean, yeah, that's a good point, actually. I mean, I think most people that are answering that are assuming that it's a musical instrument, right? That's a little surprising. Yeah, well, that's why I said keep them becoming insane. Totally. Absolutely. Like, an instrument would be very handy. 78% of people said yeah. Well, again, that's a little bit biased. It's like 78% of people out of the 100% of people that are playing a AAA title on a PS4, right? It's like, yeah, no shit. No shit. What technology do you most anticipate? So 36% of people said androids. I feel like that's kind of biased in the context of the game, right? 33% said brain-connected devices. Interesting. Believe in God. Okay. 44% no, 37% yes, and 19%, like myself, decided to be a pussy and keep their cards closer to their chest. Would you let an android take care of your children? 50% said yes. Okay. 65% of people say they spent more than 4 hours on an electronic device. Okay. Seems like we're right down the middle there. 73% of people said they would be agreed to be operated on by a machine, because, like, you know, most surgeons have been on shift for like 18 hours and are fucking taking pingers anyway, so might as well. And 71% believe that machines could develop consciousness. Well, there you go. How about that? Interesting. So we were straight down the middle for most of those, weren't we? Harold Song, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. Okay.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm great, Jennifer Lawrence. How are you? Jeez, I could just sit and stare at you all day, but I'm not going to. That was a nice detour, wasn't it? Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure we just sold ourselves to Facebook.
A hard-earned sub gives me a big old chuck.
98 Iori. Thank you very much for that tier 1 sub. I really, really appreciate that. Welcome to the Chub Club. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, while I'm thinking of it, I am gonna turn sound notifications off. While we're progressing through this. Now, whether or not that survey was like functional, I think that was really effective. Coming back into the game in sort of putting us in that like critical mindset of you know, a game that's having about sort of having to think critically and make decisions. Why is it not JT Contero as well? Thank you very much for that sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Police with a prototype detective android. Although police assistant androids have existed for several years now, this would be the first case of an android being authorized to play an active role in criminal investigations. We contacted CyberLife for comment, but no longer.
Was that right, Proto? That's interesting. Yeah, well, like I say, I think that survey was like really effective for putting us into the right sort of, you know, mindset, the right sort of mood for being able to dive back into this game. I think that was really interesting, wasn't it?
This place will begin me free. Find Jericho.
Jericho, huh? Okay. And he actually handed us a thing as well. Okay. Funny little symbol we're looking out for. Look for the graffiti. Oh, I see. Okay. This one. It's this. This is Jericho.
Hey, mister. You spare some change?
I don't know if I have any change, dude. I don't think I've got any change, man. Do I? I mean, look at me. Look at me. You seem to be in better sorts than I am.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Actually, come to think of it, can you spare any change? Because, like, I'm in a pretty bad way here. I might have to go on a bus or something. Ferndale. Okay, we're at Ferndale. So that's... I don't quite understand this. Like, follow trail to Jericho. Oh, I see. So we're just gonna be like trying to identify this this symbol. What are we seeing here? Hey, Lucha Talks, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, obviously, policeman. Not quite sure what's going on in this scene here. We might get a better look at that at some point. Some sports ball. Alright, not sure how that fits in. Find the graffiti. I found the fucking graffiti, look. I did. I don't understand this. Does it have a pointer somewhere? No. Like, no. Not at all. It says find the graffiti, right? I've walked right up to this. Like, obviously I found the graffiti. Or do I have to... Oh, I had to get, like, right up in its face. I see. There we go. Clue updated. Okay. Find the graffiti. So what is it? I've been handed like a, some kind of digital, like, scavenger hunt list. Is that it? Is that what's going on? What's this one? Okay, there's like a lion. You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna take the stairs. I'm gonna take the fucking stairs. I'm gonna take these Android-only stairs. Fuck that. Androids suck at stairs anyway. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. We should have gone the Android stair. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, I thought we were about to set up an alarm or something.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck, matey? Oh, here we go. There's more symbols. So is that Anthony Mundine? That's probably not Anthony Mundine, but you know what? It's Anthony Mundine. We're gonna be iron like a lion in Zion. There are 2 items to update. Thank you, easy update. That's great. There it is. Now, what does that look like to us? Does that symbol mean anything? The other one's down here. It's a hashtag? It kind of is, isn't it? It's a QR code. Oh. Oh. Interesting. David Cage Universe QR code, perhaps. Perhaps. Salty Sugar, thank you for the follow. The Mask of Laha Brow. Oh my god, could you imagine? And look, can I walk onto it? No, I still can't walk onto the road. Alright. That's asking a bit much. Okay. This is reminding me of Redfern. Redfern in Sydney is a sort of inner west suburb that was basically the seat of the first the civil rights movement, and then secondly like the queer rights movement in Sydney and in Australia. And there are murals everywhere. These really beautiful murals that have become like super iconic. Like there's a really beautiful one of Martin Luther King basically in front of the Aboriginal flag, because Aboriginals have like this sort of you know, united sort of flag design that's distinct from the Australian flag, that they obviously used a lot in civil rights movements. And this just reminds me of that area a lot. Kind of neat. Like these environments are very they're very real. I can't imagine that they designed more than like a couple of find the graffiti. All right. I can't imagine they designed more than like a couple of blocks for each of these environments, but what they have created is very realistic, isn't it? David Cage is lying. It would take more than 20 years for Detroit to replace every crosswalk with LEDs done in the light system. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, you're probably right. There it is, over here. You know what? Fuck the police. And fuck you. I walk where I want, bitch. There it is. There's one there, and there's one on the other side. Can I really not, like, scan it from back here? There we go. One, and there's two. Why spend all the money working on this and redoing the roads? I don't know. I don't know, like, obviously we've saved a shitload of money producing these androids, right? So maybe there's a lot more money to spend on, like, public works. But the public works are being done by the androids as well. Presumably, right? What now? Okay, there's a chain link fence and there's some robots. Mass Effect Andromeda did the same scanning puzzles bullshit. Oh, it's right here. Here we go. I mean, it's not like this would be less interesting if the environments weren't like super detailed and compelling. You know what I mean? It's like this kind of gameplay, like all the QTEs and everything. Like it would be really boring in a game that was less detailed, right? Had less interesting sort of characters and environments. You know what I mean? I can see one there, but I can't scan it. See, right there. I can see it. Maybe there's another one. Okay. This is interesting, isn't it? The hand of God reaching down and putting a gear in this thing's head. That's gotta be it, but I can't scan it. Yeah, the pallet's in the way, isn't it? Oh, I need to crouch down. I need to get under there. mean, I'm not exactly breaking the law by, which I probably am. This is probably private property. Oh yeah, I see. I do actually. That's stupid. All right, fair enough. Oh, maybe we're going down into the sewer. Come on. Come on, scan that shit. Oh wait, that's the one I already did. Never mind. Ignore me. Like QR codes in near the entire thing visible. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And that looks like, oh, who does she look like? Probably projecting, but she looks like someone I think I should know. Find a way to reach the roof. Okay, I can do that. I can probably do that. What do we got? Move the dumpster. Surely we can move this. Oh, this camera. Oh, this camera's not great. Okay, here we go. This one, the motion sensor ones are particularly stupid, aren't they? He's pretty spry, isn't he? Agile little prick. Fucking hell. Oh, we got that one. And we get this one. Where is it? Powerful. Over here, maybe? No? Maybe we need to get higher up, like still higher up? Oh no, there it is. There it is, right there. I'm blind. You just have to jerk them like really hard, just like. That's what she's... Are we about to do some parkour? Pre-construct. Oh shit, we are about to do some parkour. Look at this. This. So, I go this way. Yeah, I do a little wall run. R2. Okay. I go... Okay. And then I grab onto leg grid. And then I... Shoot. Seems I missed the previous stream. Did he make any fatal decisions yet? No, I don't think anyone has really died yet. I mean, we killed the dickhead that was beating up his daughter. But, you know. It was in self-defense. I think that's the only person we killed. Yeah, Todd died, but, you know, fuck Todd, right? Is that his name? The fat guy? Is that Todd? Fuck him. He was a piece of shit. You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of the shit that you have to do to find the underground in Fallout 4. The same kind of mission, isn't it? That android at the start. Yeah, but I didn't kill him. He got shot by the police snipers. Like, there was nothing I could really do about that, was there? Now we can... Do we not have like multiple choices here? No, I guess we don't. Isn't this I mean, it's cool, but this feels kind of redundant if we don't have like multiple paths that we can... Would not be solid enough. Oh, okay, I see. I see. We do have multiple paths. We just had to explore that one first. Okay. So let's... Okay, now we can try this path. Alright, okay, cool. From here, we go... Across these roofs? No. No. Would be too unstable. Alright, we goofed it. Meth Pipe McWife Beater was such a good and relatable character. Yeah, so good. Such a great character. Okay, so maybe from here we can try a different route. No? I guess we have to go still further back. Not that way. Not that way. Anything else? I'm not seeing an alternative. But here's the thing, like, we went up here and this was fine. This bit was fine, right? Maybe there's a way from here. Okay, there we go. We go this way. That's gonna do it. There we go. Fucking easy. Sweetie. Oh, would be too high. Alright. Ignore that then. Or can we, like, drop down and then grab onto the ladder? Yeah, there we go. Jump to the ladder. Easy. Nailed it. He's much better risk assessment than I would be. I would have just gone for the first one and been like, YOLO. If I fall, I'll try something else. Oh, this is creepy, isn't it? There's the big one. The big one. Oh, look, we're gonna have to line this up, aren't we? Oh, look at this. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Right, so it is kind of like a QR code then, I suppose. I like that a lot. That's very cool. Why didn't they just let you do it? I don't know. I don't know. Again, it seems like the gameplay is sort of trying to make you empathize with the androids and the way they think, the way they operate. Again, like trial and error, like literal trial and error is sort of the way that we would do it. But these guys have just got like, you know, they've got equipment that we don't have. They've got functions that we don't have. You went to the supermarket with my girlfriend, saw you there. I told you I knew her, but you didn't wave back. Gamepad Coker, are you memeing at me right now? Are you fucking memeing at me right now, dude? That's definitely a copy pasta, isn't it? I'm sure I've read that before. Yeah, he just did it in his head, which we do as well, but we're not very good at that, are we? Why I never? How you doing, Goku? What's up, mate? Oh my god. You had me for a second, I was like, and then I remembered that I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, and that would be just incredibly unlikely. Reach the boat. the boat doing here? Is this like a old dry dock or something? Water down there? Can I change my... I want to look down there. Let me look... Never mind. Does Hien have a sister in the storyline? I don't think so. Not that we know of. Oh, the Jericho is the boat's name. Why is that significant? Someone help me out here. That's a reference. I know that's a reference. Someone throw me a rope here. Someone help me out. Yeah, more or less, Janky. Oh, of course. Thank you, Cybernetic. That's correct. Yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Stairs 3 and a 0. Jericho's a wrestler. Yeah, sorry guys. Jericho's a professional wrestler. You're not kidding me. Can I have like a slightly wider angle where I can see where I'm walking and I'm not going to trip over? I can't change my angle here. I don't like this. I can't. Oh, okay, that's all right. There we go. What do we do? Do we jump? Like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know about this. I don't know about you guys, but I would not, Is this gonna kill Marcus? Is Marcus gonna die here? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of leaps of faith. Oh, somehow we're fine. Was that one TV show about nuclear fallout? Did they make a show about something like that? Interesting. So this is obviously going to be the android underground. This is where all the woke androids are hanging out. He lost his fancy coat. Oh no. Oh no. Is that a torch? There's a torch. Press Alt F4 to get the next clue. Anything interesting around us? It's just saying explore the boat. There's something down here. We Resident Evil now? Dude, right? Okay. Another door down here. That one's stuck as well. Look like we're trying very hard, mind you. What about this one? Oh. Nothing behind us, just some debris. Oh, hey! Why the screeching? Why do we need the screeching? Hey! Hi, what's up? Oh no! Alright, Marcus. Let's go make a friend. Hello? Why you scrim? Ah, shit, look, it is stairs. Oh no, not the stairs. Alright, let's see. We need to line this up perfectly. Alright, here we... Oh, look! Let's... I don't trust those stairs. You know, this is interesting to me because I was actually starting to think, like, compared to Heavy Rain... No QTE here. Oh! Ouch! Surprised I didn't get any QTE there. Yeah, compared to Heavy Rain, this is like a lot less gory and a lot less sort of horror elements, right? That was quite enjoying, actually. Worst UPS delivery simulator. Oh, here they are, his old mates. Hey, I know you.
Welcome to Jericho.
I know you. What did we miss? Okay, so there was a different route we could have taken. Interesting. I guess there was somewhere else in town we could have explored. All right. Okay.
Plastic with you? Only temporary. Usual?
Hey, Hank. How you doing, man?
Hey, sick.
Hey, listen, I got a shit hot tip for you. Number 5 in the 3rd. Lickety split. That Philly's one hell.
We are so determined to make friends with this guy.
You wanna flutter?
Last shit hot tip you gave me sent me back a week's wages, baby.
Come on, this is different. It's 100% guaranteed. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, right. All right, I'm in.
Damn straight. Hey, you won't regret this.
What is your problem? Don't you ever do as you're told? Look, you don't have to follow me around like a poodle.
He's like, he's so, let's reconcile.
I think our relationship got
He's such a
off on the
baby.
wrong foot. We should forget what happened and start over. What do you say?
Look, they sent me a piece of plastic for a partner, and I'm dealing with it. But if you think we're gonna be buddies, you're as stupid as you look.
Like, I really think that's it. I think this guy is different because he's so robotic because he hasn't been like online long enough to be able to like develop his own like subsystems and improvise. So it looks like it's like every response that he has, everything that he says is just so scripted. And I really suspect that the difference is just his age, right? Oh, looks pretty good, doesn't it? And it's a lot of pickles. Wonder if androids can eat. Like, obviously it wouldn't be functional, but like we tasted some blood and we were like analyzing it. I mean, Data in Star Trek, right? He can eat and he can like, you know, talk about that. He can do the same sort of thing. He can like analyze the components of the food.
Ah, thanks, Jerry. I'm starving.
Don't leave that thing here.
Oh, not a chance. Follows me everywhere.
Interesting Predator guy. It's very interesting. Hey, can I have a hamburger? Wouldn't mind a hamburger. Alright. Just ignore me then. See you later. Enjoy your meal.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
Let's ask him about gambling.
This Pedro, he was proposing illegal gambling. Am I right?
Yeah.
And you made a bet.
Yeah.
Love it.
Is there anything you'd like to know about me?
Hell no. Well, yeah. Why do they make you look so goofy and give you that weird voice?
That's a really good
It's designed to
question.
work harmoniously with humans. Both my appearance and voice were specifically designed to facilitate my integration.
It's supposed
Well,
to
then
appear
fuck that.
non-threatening. Basically. It's supposed to look approachable and non-threatening.
This morning, when we were chasing those deviants,
Which is, you know,
why didn't
kind
you
of true.
want me to cross the highway?
Because you could have been killed.
There you go.
And I don't like filling out paperwork for damaged equipment.
He just admitted. He just admitted that, like, intuitively he understands that Connor is alive and he could have been killed and he didn't want him to be killed. Oh, that's good. I love that.
I have my reasons.
That was a really nice moment. I like that.
Maybe I should tell you what we know about deviants.
We can save this guy.
Read my mind. Proceed.
We believe that a mutation occurs in the software of some androids, which can lead to them emulating a human emotion.
In English, please.
They don't really feel emotions. They just get overwhelmed by irrational instructions, which can lead to unpredictable behavior.
Emotions always screw everything up. The androids aren't as different from us as we thought. You ever dealt with deviants before?
A few months back, a deviant was threatening to jump off the roof with a little girl. I managed to save her.
So I guess you've done all your homework, right? Know everything there is to know about me?
Tell him the truth.
I know you graduated top of your class. You made a name for yourself in several cases and became the youngest lieutenant in Detroit. I also know you've received several disciplinary warnings in recent years, and you spend a lot of time in bars.
So what's your
I
conclusion?
started yesterday, Webster. Sincere.
I think working with an officer with personal issues is an added challenge. But adapting to human unpredictability is one of my features.
He just winked.
I just got a report of a suspected deviant.
Oh no, that was something coming in. It looked like he winked.
We should go have a look. I'll let you finish your meal. I'll be in the car if you need me.
One explanation why deviants happen. Yeah. They're saying, oh no, they don't feel emotion, they just emulate it.
Hey,
Like, what's the
Connor.
fucking difference?
You run out of batteries or what?
I'm sorry. I was making a report to CyberLife.
Well, do you plan on staying in the elevator?
No. I'm
I
coming.
did say hi. Hey, Kurenai, what's up, dude?
Hey, what do we know about this guy?
Not much. Just that a neighbor reported that he heard strange noises coming from this floor. Nobody's supposed to be living here, but the neighbor said he saw a man hiding an LED under his cap.
Oh, Christ, if we have to investigate
Oh.
every time somebody hears a strange noise, we're gonna need more cops.
I
Hey, were
think
you really making a report back there in the elevator? Just by closing your eyes?
Correct.
Shit. Wish I could do that.
anything else? No, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, the androids do look kind of perfect, or at the very least, you got to assume there's sort of a bit of an uncanny valley kind of aspect to them. But the thing is, like, who's looking that close at people? Like, do you walk past someone on the street and have like a really, really good look at their face? Be like, I don't know. I just don't think that's realistic if you're not like specifically looking for it, right? Stanley elevator to spot him. Oh man. Think like a mime or clown, they may show fear, anger, happiness, sadness, but they're really feeling those emotions are way to display them. Well, the difference is that with a mime or a clown, they're it's a contrivance, right? Whereas these are these emulations of human emotion are a response to overwhelming external stimulus, right? So it's really no different from having an emotional response. It's like they get the stimulus, they're unable to process it properly, and then the reaction from their conflicting desires, conflicting sub-processes results in what looks and feels and seems the same as an emotion. And what I'm saying is that relationship between their environment and their psyche is no different from human emotion, is it? Not really. It's not that they're pretending, right? Oh no, I'm no psychiatrist. I did study philosophy of psychiatry.
Police!
And philosophy of mind is always very interesting.
Got it?
Oh, shit's gone down. Oh, okay, I managed to get through the door. And these controls are so whack. Come on, through here. All right, what's that? What's that there? What is that? Question the suspects. Now, this is not the same as the Jericho symbols, but that's obviously something. Oh, Detroit Today. Can we take a minute to read Detroit Today, you think? I think we can take a minute to read Detroit Today, right? No? The latest narcotic crisis to ravage Detroit. UN warns of World War III. Red ice epidemic. Did we already read this one? No, we didn't. The synthetic stimulant, informally known as the red ice, has become the drug of choice for Detroit's growing underclass. Analysts have pointed to Detroit's status as the epicenter of android production, suggesting the drug flourishes in the dissatisfaction caused by androids taking human jobs. Sociologist Dr. Julian Carter has drawn the same link with androids. As CyberLife's androids spread across the country, they bring red ice with them. All men and women, desperate to make ends meet, are vulnerable to become users or even dealers. Sure. Why not? Studying while listening to you? Oh, don't worry about it, Jenksy, that's fine. Not only is the popularity of this drug spreading rapidly, but its chemical composition is uniquely dangerous. Thyrium, the main ingredient in android blue blood, is among the active agents in red ice. Oh. And has a highly destabilizing effect on hormone production. Are we gonna find that people are like harvesting androids to make drugs? If it's one of the main ingredients, are we gonna have like, yeah, right, a drug addicted humans being like android vampires? I wonder. The National Association for Narcotic Prevention say the problem is going to get worse. The purity of ingredients is very low and deteriorating. America's biggest narcotics industry is only likely to grow. Red ice dealers are reported to have an unofficial motto: where the blood is blue, the ice is red, and the money is... Okay. Green Earth past the tipping point. Wow, that looks awful, doesn't it? That's a very sort of grey and brown shot of Earth, isn't it? Earth's environment officially beyond repair. Bees officially extinct. Global famine to follow. Well. I guess we really are the Ubermensch, aren't we? Humans are fucking dunzos. Environmentalists have long warned us about a tipping point, the moment at which global warming reaches a level that is irreversible. Scientists are now saying we have officially passed it. Global rainforests have been reduced by 79% since 2000, and coastal corals by 58%. Polar ice has melted to such an extent that rising sea levels have made many states struggling to keep the water out of their coastal towns. With these cooling factors so diminished, there is now too much carbon in the atmosphere for the environment to ever absorb. Jason Rees, head of the Global Environment Agency, said, "This study confirms what many of us have suspected for a long time. The real calamity is the linked decline of natural resources, from energies to minerals, which are almost exhausted and can never be replaced. Many environmentalists have criticized Reese's comments as discouraging people from taking action, but Reese has defied these criticisms. It's important people accept the reality of the situation. The planet will keep getting hotter now. The only question is, how fast? Oh dear. Isn't already past the tipping point nowadays? Sleepy or totally, it depends who you ask. Some people think so. Some people do think so. Depends who you ask. Hey,
What the fuck is this?
Pigeons. It's
Jesus, this place stinks.
so many pigeons. Holy shit. Oh my god, what is
looks like you
this?
Came for nothing.
So many pigeons. Yo, Franklin, thank you for the follow. Do you think we let the guy escape because we spent too much time reading a magazine? Nah, that couldn't be right, could it? Holy shit. There's too many pigeons! Where are they all going? They're just like flying through the ceiling. Apparently in a tech demo they replaced all the pigeons with Connors. That'd be hilarious.
I need some fresh air.
I don't. These does won't go extinct anytime soon? Oh, I guess not, huh? Alright. Are we gonna sample? We're gonna eat some pigeon poo? Yeah, here we go. Yep, we just ate pigeon shit. Oh no, it's blue blood. Mixed in with pigeon shit. So it's cocaine with therium. Okay, interesting. Ah, he's removed his LED.
Not surprised it was an android. No human could live with all these fucking pigeons.
What are you trying to say? RA9. Hmm.
Any idea what it means?
RA9. Written 2,471 times. It's the same sign Ortiz's android wrote on the shower wall. Why are they obsessed with this sign?
Looks like mazes or something.
It kind of does, doesn't it? Like, I was just thinking that. Looking at that symbol, it reminds me of the maze from Westworld. Recently disturbed, traces of avian fecal matter. Recently disturbed. Okay. So I think we just let him escape, didn't we? And that doesn't really bother me, like letting the androids escape. I'm like, alright, cool. Alright. Open mark pen, still wet, used recently. Okay, so if it's still wet, must have been used like within the last sort of hour or so, right? Okay, let's try to reconstruct this. He was riding on it, and then he heard us bang on the door. Yeah, he heard us bang on the door, and it shocked him and he fell. He ran into the living room. Okay. Right, so there he is. He's riding on the wall. He hears us bang on the door. He gets shocked. He falls off. Runs into the living room. Right, let's see where he's gone from there.
Ah, Jesus, I hate these things.
The pigeons are all back. Alright. Pigeons are alright. They're okay. Military jacket. Second-hand initials RT.
RT. Probably initials.
He put his initials in his jacket? That's something your mom does when you're in first grade.
Well, maybe he's in first grade. Rupert Travis.
The driver's license is fake.
Cool. At least we didn't come for nothing.
So he's forged a driver's license. For reasons which I assume are pretty obvious. Let's this? Skid mark. Okay. Fingerprints. Traces of avian fecal matter, no fingerprints. Alright, so it's an android. I guess androids don't have fingerprints. What, has he been like bringing the pigeons in here from outside? Metal hook recently broken. So is he like smashed it as he's run into this room? Is that what's happened? Yeah, he has. Okay, he's ran towards the entrance. And then what? He's knocked over this stool as well. Heard us enter. Okay. Suspect's still here. Oh, he's hiding in the ceiling as well. Alright, we're doing this again. Wonder if we'll get to make a decision this time whether or not to out him. First, I wonder if there's anything that I've missed in this room.
Birdseed. I can't believe it. This nutjob was actually feeding these fuckers.
Why wouldn't he feed them? Why would he not be feeding them? He just wants some companionship. Is that so strange? What's wrong with keeping birds, you son of a bitch? Urban Farms of Detroit. Fields in the heart of the city. Okay. Curious. Recycled paper recently moved. There's something behind it. Well, if he's in the ceiling, he's not going anywhere, is he? So we can take a moment here. It is like the maze, isn't it? This is getting very Westworld, isn't it?
Found something?
I don't know. It looks like a notebook, but it's indecipherable.
Well, if it's indecipherable, then it's probably not any kind of code. Like, you think if it was some sort of code, then Connor would be able to decipher it like instantly, right? Yeah, that's a good point, Jericho. Anything else? So he's obviously up in the ceiling there. And he's not really going anywhere, so I think we can take a moment. Let's maybe see what's in here. Can't go in there? No, I guess not. I don't think we missed anything in here either. Okay. Well, let's go talk to him. Alright, come on, Charlie Parker, let's have a talk.
Fucking pigeons! What are you waiting for? Chase it!
Fucking chase it. Alright, don't hurt yourself, man. Oh no, he's gonna get run over by one of these trucks, isn't he? Fast but risky, easy but slow. No, let's go easy but slow. I don't want to hurt him. Save a detour, fast but risky, balanced. Let's go balanced. That wasn't balanced. Direct but crowded. Save a detour. Let's go to save a detour. Let's go this one. Oh yeah, they're like hydroponic farms. What the fuck? Oh fucking damn it. Lost him. Where the fuck is he? We're growing lavender? I don't know why we're growing lavender. Fast but risky. Let's go fast but risky. I think we're gonna have to here, aren't we? We're gonna have to catch up. Oh shit! Oh! This is a terrible idea. Why are we chasing him? We're gonna get ourselves both killed. It's not worth. Fuck. Fuck you. Direct but crowded. Fine, we'll go direct but crowded.
Look out!
Alright, excuse me. Man, this is weird. So it's just a bunch of like rooftop hydroponic farms. That's crazy. Oh no!